Welcome back to my railroad, everyone. Sorry it's been a little hectic this week, so I'm taking an old video and doing a couple of enhancements to it, and we'll have that. We will run some trains at the end of this, though. Thank you, and we'll see you down the rails.
Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Mark and I'm a model railroader, a garden railroader. Welcome to my garden and please join the fun. I'm a member of the Puget Sound Garden Railway Society. Most of our members are located in Washington State. In the next few videos I'd like to give you an idea of what garden railroading is all about. It's not just running trains on a loop, although that can be a little pleasing in a nice sunny hot afternoon. There are so many facets to garden railroading and so many things to consider. Will your tracks be on the ground or be raised? Will you be running diesel, steam, gas, or electric engines? What era do you want to model? Early era, 50s, 1920s, 1800s? And are you a rivet counter, or do you just want to model something that's fun to run? Are you going to run track power, battery power? What kind of remote control do you want? Will you have mountains, tunnels? Do you want a river, a pond in your railroad? What types of buildings, cars, and people do you want? Will your buildings be lighted? Will they have sound? Everyone has a different opinion and different ideas of what they want and how they want to achieve it.
Now let's take a little walk around and see what I have on my railroad. Here's a view of our last train meeting and my helix in use. Notice in the upper right of the frame you'll see my solar panels, and just above and behind the helix you'll notice a 300-year-old stump.
The morning cargo consist is on its way. Spider webs and all. And while we're here, we'll take a little closer look at some of the scenery.
If you look real close, you're going to see that the train engineer had actually stopped to help Desi Arnaz under the hood fix the engine, while Lucille Ball is leaning up against her long trailer. And here we have one of the costumed ladies from the Old West ghost town waiting along with the other passengers for a ride home after a long day's work in the saloons. The Old West town is short a few buildings right now because they're in the maintenance shop being repaired.
To control my sidings, I use 12-volt electrical, but I don't use it from the house currents. I actually have solar systems set up to charge the batteries. Here's one of my solar setups here. And here is my power box that controls the switches for the entering the helix here, or up on top there's a siding that runs out and along the upper terrace, and then there's also a second siding that's on the far side that runs out the length of the terrace on the other direction.
When you come to one of our railroads, you never know who you're going to meet. You might just meet Bob. Then again, you might meet Kevin. And if you don't know who Bob or Kevin are, then you should really start talking to your grandkids. or your kids. Here in the Great Northwest, we do get a little bit of snow, and most of our club members are prepared for this snow. Neither hail nor rain nor snow shall keep us from running our railroads, because we can run trains with remote controls standing on the porch. My buildings are, for the most part, simple G-scale kits from various manufacturers. In the beginning years of my railroad, these simple kits were cheap and easy to come by. It's nice to have a good variety of building types to keep your guests moving from scene to scene and looking for fun scenes, like the picture reference from Lucille Ball's The Long, Long Trailer movie. I also like to make references to real-life buildings and people. This is the Sultan Monroe Lodge that is in Monroe, Washington. And here we have the Alfred D. Sorensen Museum that is named for my late father-in-law. You'll notice that this is just a simple kid's plastic dollhouse. Now, look at it at night. To quote another movie reference, it comes alive. Does anyone get that reference? If so, please leave it in a comment below after the video. When looking around our railroad, you're going to notice a lot of birdhouses turned into roadside businesses. This is thanks to another good friend, Julie Stuvland. Julie created the town of Birdville on her railroad, which happened to be an Old West town. Not all buildings need to make sense. Here, Gaston Skiers and Gizmos was the creation of one of our past members, Lynn Gaston, a wonderful, whimsical modeler. And for a little more whimsy, here's my wife's fantasy train, parked next to her warehouse where they make Nuka-Cola. I'll give you another shot of the wife's train passing the gazebo where the swing band is playing a nice little ditty.
In the next few videos, I'd like to show you some of what our club members have done for their layouts and have you meet some of the members. You will get a chance to see the innovations our members have come up with to overcome the obstacles that they have.
In future videos, I plan to show you projects such as solar lighting and power, sound devices, RC devices that we use here on our railroad, our helix construction, and other garden railway clinics that I have created for your pleasure and entertainment. I would like to thank my wife, my sons, and all those that have helped on our railroad. If you like this video, please click the like button below, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do.
Hey, Norm. You're going backwards.